Alright, BB40 back with another video. This is actually the game I wanted to go in first, but I somehow ended up in a different game. I did a video on it yesterday. So this one is called Zombie Rush Survival. It's by Undead Developers. Same developers that did Zombie Mayhem and the recent Tower of Zombies. So I'm just showing it's I think a little maybe better quality than the game I showed yesterday, the Survive Zombie Arena. Using the same zombies and some of the same guns again that they use in their other games. Well, they look a little bit different, but generally the same zombies. This one has your regular zombie, has your ghost zombie, has the boomers. I believe it has the glitch zombies. It has the static zombies and the zap walkers. But they also added the tanks, the big brute zombies are also in this game. They start coming out at later rounds. I start off playing this game with my bat. I just think melee weapon works better than the pistol that you start with. But after you get enough points, you can just grab the shotgun. It's 300 game dollars, which you can see in the bottom left where I start to add up my game dollars. So I like going, honestly, first person. I just gotten used to it from so many different other games that you have to play first person. They kind of force you to. You know, games like Michael Zombies and Project Lazarus and Those Who Remain and Recall Zombies, they all first person shooter games. So this little corner here is the only corner I've tried so far to build my little fortress out of these. On the right side, you see you have turrets. You just hit the letter Z when you get enough money and you can lay down a turret. Or the X, you can lay down these barricades. The barricades come in handy because the zombies tend to gravitate toward them. And they kind of ignore you. They go for the barriers, barricades. But I'm going to build in this corner here, starting with some turrets. I'm going to build myself a little defense fortress here in this corner. Now the developers mentioned in their server, their Tower of Zombies server, that they this is just kind of like a beta release. They're experimenting with it. They're going to do a big overhaul because they felt it was too easy. Which I have to agree, it was pretty easy to survive this game. But I think all they need to do is just, create different modes like they have in their other games. Zombie Mayhem has normal, hard, and insane modes in Zombie Mayhem. The Tower of Zombies has the normal, hard, and they call it extreme mode for the most difficult. So they could pretty much just use the same layout, same zombies, same everything, just for each mode. If they make harder modes, make the zombies tougher, maybe make the barricades and the turrets weaker so the zombies could take them out quicker. But right now, if you want to play this game, it's fairly easy. This is the second time in here for me. So the first time I used the same corner here, so I'm going back and using the same one. And based on what I learned in the first game, I believe that I could set myself up some turrets. Like create the outer perimeter first. So I'm going to lay down a bunch of turrets and then I'm going to start adding some of the barricades in between. And I'm going to put a row of barricades out in front to protect the turrets. Because the barricades end up attracting the zombies to them. They end up attacking them and fighting them. And you can see there's a couple of turrets that already got some blue bars over the top of them. They've already lost a little bit of health. That's what those bars are. This shows the health of the different turrets. So the zombies, they do attack them, but they can take a lot of damage right now. I'm sure when they work on this game some more and update it, they'll probably Probably will weaken these a little bit so the zombies can take them out easier. And this, I mean, if you watch my other video, this is pretty much the same concept as Survive Zombie Arena with the turrets and the barricades. The only difference is on the bottom you see they have these explosive barrels. I did not find any use for them. I tried setting them up and it didn't seem to really do much of anything. I would recommend they replace those with the landmines like they have in Survive Zombie Arena. The landmines come in pretty handy. And they're cheaper. You can lay a lot of them down to help protect your turrets and protect yourself. And maybe that's a change they can do. So, but yeah, so this is basically it. I went from the pistol to the shotgun. And I'm going to switch over and grab the, when I get the money, I'm going to grab the M1 Garand. It's a little bit better weapon. Kind of a marksman rifle. Takes the zombies down a little quicker. But these, every round, you do get more and more and more zombies. And by the time I get up to round 50 and 60, I'm getting about 100 zombies coming out in the round, so they do keep increasing. Not a lot every time, but they do keep increasing the numbers and strength, I believe. But you're going to have more options for weapons. The next weapon I'm going to be able to grab, I believe, is the Garand. And after that will be a machine gun. I forget which one it is exactly. And you get the AK-47. And then the minigun. Another difference between this game and the other one is that this game has, you have to reload the weapons. The other game was more like Zombie Rush, just keeps, infinite firing capability. You don't have to reload. And what made it confused me a little bit in the other games, I kept hitting the R key to reload in the other game, and it's set up to where you drop a turret every time you hit R. So I was accidentally leaving turrets all over the map with my hitting the reload button. The reload key, the R key. This one, fortunately, since you do have to reload the guns, they use the Z, X, and C keys to lay down the different parts of your fortress that you built here. So I'm going to end up, I've almost completed my turrets. I think I add maybe a couple more, but I'm not going to add a bunch of barricades, especially out front, because the zombies keep coming in now quicker, and it's more of them, and they're attacking my turrets. So I want to protect the turrets, my outer defense, with some barricades. But so far, as you can see, it's been fairly easy to keep the zombies under control. They have a tendency to get stuck there on top of those crates, and they get stuck up on the right, up on that ledge. Those are two areas where they seem to get stuck right now. I don't know if they're going to be able to fix that. So now I got the Garand. You can see it's works pretty good. So it looks like the MP5 will be the machine gun, the SMG that you get for the next weapon. And after the MP5 comes the AK-47. So the other game only offered 4 different guns. This one offers 6 different guns as you level up. You work your way up through the game. I like this gun and the machine guns because of the accuracy and distance. The shotguns and minigun have trouble hitting zombies off in a distance. So you can see how the zombies are just coming in faster now, and more of them, and they're attacking my turrets. So I need to start laying down some barricades, an outer barrier of barricades to help protect them. So I'll make myself the MP5 now. So I'm just saving up some money. I think I need, gosh, what does that say? About 4,500? 4,300 to get the AK-47. So I am cutting out a bit of the video. I'll be jumping ahead and showing, grabbing the AK-47. But it's pretty much the same thing over and over. You just defend your fortress against the invading horde. Try to keep them from breaking down your fortress, your perimeter. You don't want them taking out your turrets. So I will be laying down more barricades around the outside to build kind of a barrier to protect my turrets. And it seems like they can shoot through the barricades and kill the zombies. I think they're kind of like cute little turrets, make these little popping sounds. I like to see them make them more realistic. The sounds, at least, sound like a real turret machine gun firing instead of this like a cap gun. But I think when they see what kind of changes they make to the game to make it more challenging, more interesting, they did say they will be updating this game because they themselves, I guess, have obviously played it and checked it out, and they think it's too easy right now. But you can see how the zombies are starting to get greater numbers, coming in faster, and doing more damage to my turrets. They're actually breaking through some of the turrets, getting close to me. I don't like that idea of them getting close to me. So I'm going to pop out here and I'm going to lay down some more barricades. And that does help a lot. When I lay more barricades down, it strengthens the outer defense wall. And the zombies don't break through anymore. Yeah, the zombies keep getting stuck on those crates and up there on that ledge. Always getting stuck up there. So I got I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a break in the zombie attack here. When I cut down the numbers, I can hop out here. I need to take advantage of them getting stuck up on the crates, which I'm going to do. And go and lay me down some more barricades, because they keep kind of breaking through the outer defense here. Keep working their way in between the turrets, trying to get to me. So it looks like I can now no more zombies attacking. They're all kind of stuck. I can go up here around the edge and see, it goes by where your crosshairs are, but you get too far away and it just makes it difficult to lay down any kind of barriers. You have to get closer so you can select the locations. So I'm kind of happy with this so far. I've got a lot of barricades set up here that are going to help protect my outer defense. I want to get a couple more over here if I can get in the right position. I got to get down on the ground. Yeah, that's pretty good now. I got a good outer defense wall now. And you'll see that the zombies they stay out there and they attack the barricades instead of going after my turrets or going after me. But overall, it's kind of a fun game. The way it's set up right now, you can go for quite a while. I think I went 65 waves on this particular run. So all the zombies just attacking the wall of barricades I just made. And there is actually a spawn right behind me. Occasionally I look back and there's a dead zombie laying back there where the turrets took him out. I don't know if I can point out one of the brutes, the tank zombies. They're about as big, or maybe a little bit bigger than the boomers. But you'll see them occasionally now. We're at a higher wave, that wave 63 now. There's a boomer right there. And some glitch zombies. I mean, static zombies with the TVs on their heads. Another boomer. I think there might be glitch zombies in there. It's hard to tell them apart from the regular zombies. And there's a zap walker. He's zapping my barriers. Take him out. That's a brute right there, beating on my barrier. A tank zombie. That's like I believe a round 35 zombie in Zombie Mayhem. He comes out at round 35. In that game, I didn't notice what round they first showed up in this game. Maybe about the same round. It's another tank right there. It does take a long time to reload this minigun. It's almost like I prefer the AK-47 over the minigun because it reloads much quicker and it's about just as strong. I might consider going, if I play again, might just not even buy the minigun, just stay with the AK. It's a pretty good gun. And you have endless refills on these guns, so... Anyway, it's kind of a fun game. Just have to wait and see what they do with it in the future. They don't have a Discord server yet for this particular game, but you can join their either Zombie Mayhem or Tower of Zombies Discord servers to keep track of, although they don't ever announce much or anything in there. I mean, you don't get any sneak peeks. Very few announcements, if any. These developers don't kind of keep you in the dark as far as what they're planning. They didn't even announce that they put this game out there. We just, I noticed that someone else mentioned it in the server, the Tower Zombies server, and I was like, so I went and searched for it on Roblox and I found it. And I was like, why don't you guys say hardly anything in your service about what you're doing and what your plans are for the future with the different games and updates and everything? They just don't talk about anything, unfortunately. But they do respond if you... I've got a lot of feedback from them in pointing out bugs in their bug report channel. There's some bugs in some of the different games that, I mean, we're learning to live with these different bugs, but they did actually make some effort to try to fix them and responded to some of the comments. But just don't expect them to announce updates or anything else or new games like this. They just don't do it. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate you watching the video, and give the game a try. You might like it. It's kind of fun. And catch me in the next one. Thanks. Bye.